Hello everyone, this is Calvin Russell, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit Consultation. Hope all is well. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can buy a car or finance a car, mainly financing. How you can finance a car without any type of credit score. Okay, we're talking like people with a thin line of credit. They don't have anything, have never financed anything before, and there are banks that will finance you by yourself without having a cosigner. So that plays a huge role as well too. Okay, the reason why I bring this up is because number one, it's a hot topic. Some people, especially millennials, they think that student loans are building their credit score, and I'll do another video on that sometime. But student loans don't help you build a score. They help generate a score, some type of score. But at the same time, even if you're paying on those student loans, the majority of student loans, unless you took out like a private loan from a private lender, like, from a separate bank, but most people took out loans from, Sallie Mae or U.S. Department of Education, and those types of loans that are in deferment, I know for a fact that they don't help you build your score, just based on the credit reports that I see, okay? And I'll explain that in another video. But either way, long story short, you can finance a car without any type of credit, and here's how. Number one, since you've never financed a car or anything before, the banks are going to be kind of, they won't be so much lenient on your situation, and the reason being is because you have no proof of paying anyone on time. Okay, just so you know, things like your cell phone bill or your gas bill, your light bill, in most states they're not on your credit report. Now, FICO is in the process of coming out with something called the FICO XD as in dog. Okay, so XD as in dog, and the FICO XD is going to start to give credit to those who would not have had any based on those utility bills and the small bills that people normally pay. It's not out yet, and then even when it rolls out, it takes a while for other lenders to even jump on board. So we're talking like something, maybe it may take a year, and that's not even out yet. So but either way, right now you can still finance a car without having any type of score, but you have to have your expectations right. Number one, you have to understand that you're going to have to put down some cash, right? A down payment, okay? And a good expectation to have is to at least cover taxes, or somewhere between $1,000 to $1,500. That's a good start. Okay, income is going to play a role as well. Okay, there are banks that will allow an income as low as $800 a month before taxes are taken out, before any deductions or anything is taken out. There are banks that will do that. You can also finance a car without any credit if you have a cash income. I have that video. As a matter of fact, I'll put the link below. So I have talked about that in the past. That's going to be based on the income that you deposit into a checking account. But the extended version is down below. So, but either way, you can accomplish this even without a cosigner. Now, does a cosigner make things better? Absolutely, depending on the cosigner. There are some banks that take a look at your credit, your non-credit, right, and then someone else's credit, and they can have bad credit as well. There are some banks that don't care about the credit score at all. They care about just income, and I have access to those banks, and a lot of dealerships work with these banks. The problem is that you don't really know who the dealerships are. And now I'm in Chicago, but the great thing about this company I just started working with, is that they have the dealership actually call you, and they in some cases they can get you approved before you even step foot inside the dealership, as long as everything that you tell them is accurate, like your income and things of that sort, and they'll walk you through that process. If you're interested, I have the link below as well too, and it's a quick little application or whatever. It doesn't go to me. It goes straight directly to the company, and they have a partnership with dealerships nationwide. And what they do, they look at your situation, they reach out to you and say, hey, this is what we need from you, we can get you approved, or this is what we need to see, or you may or may not need a cosigner, that type of thing. But again, so just to go over the list quickly and to make sure I cover everything. Number one, be expected to put some money down. Somewhere between $1,000 and $1,500 is a great start. If you put more down, of course, you're going to have more options to choose from. So that's something to think about. Number two, you can do this without a cosigner. A cosigner does make things better. It opens up that list of cars that you may be able to get. Then again, you can always pay cash for a car. That's your prerogative. But here's my philosophy: paying cash for a car or going to a buy here, pay here, there's no credit in that. Again, this is my channel talking about credit. So if you're looking for for me to promote paying cash for things, I mean, that's probably another channel, so, but at the same time, the reason why I don't too much promote it that way is because, for example, let's say you don't have the best credit or you don't have any credit at all, right? And you go to buy here, pay here, or you pay cash for a car. That car dies out, let's say 2-3 years, right? Now you still don't have any credit. You still have, and all that money you spent at the buy here, pay here every single week or every single month, there's no proof of your payment history. So you never built your score, so now you're back where you started. And then, who knows? You could have been single when you got the car. The car now died out. Now you got, a spouse, a girlfriend, boyfriend, you got a child now. Now so now it's difficult. Now you got to explain why you don't have any credit at all, right? So it's a great place to start. I hope this video, helps someone. But just go to the video, the list again. Of course, expect to put some money down. You can do it without a cosigner, and and then of course the income plays a role, like I mentioned too. Of course, the more income you have, the bigger the list is going to be. But there are some banks that take all type of income sources, like child support. If you have a fixed income, let's say like SSI, Social Security, or something like that. And a lot of people think just a lot of people when they hear that, they're thinking like people that don't necessarily may not work. We're not talking about that. We're talking about people that may not be able to work, or disability, or people that are older in their 60s and 70s that that the car just died out, and that is their primary income source. It could, where they may not necessarily have a pension, they may only have a fixed income of Social Security. You can get a car as well, regardless of the credit history. So that plays a role too. So hopefully that helped you guys, but you most definitely can get it done. And it doesn't matter, as long as you're in the United States, this company that I'm going to put down the link below, they can help you, get you the car, whatever, and they'll make sure that a dealership reaches out to you and they can get you approved before you even step foot inside the dealership, as long as everything makes sense. Again, a lot of these places are very smart. They can catch a fake check stub and things of that sort. I've seen it. I'm telling you, it is insane. So when I say I've seen it, I've seen the examples of fake check stubs, fake documents. It's honestly not worth it, because there are so many banks that can literally help you out. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, Calvin, I'm probably going to have a high interest rate. Well, I have another video on how to lower your car payment. So you can start this way. Just because you start this way, I mean that you're locked into these terms, and then you can learn how to lower that car payment down the line. Let's say a year later, 6 months later, 2 years later. The longer you wait, the better, because you'll start to generate a credit score. As if it's the right bank that's going to call you, the lender 9 times out of 10 is going to report all of your monthly payments to the credit bureaus. Okay, so you'll be able to establish yourself. So hopefully that helps you. If you like this video, like it. If you want to share it. Of course, always subscribe, if you're looking to have more videos like this. If you want to get more information on my company, how I'm helping people. But again, when my clients walk inside of a dealership, 9 times out of 10, they've already been pre-approved before walking in. They already have an idea what the numbers are going to look like. So they have their expectations are set properly, because that's the last thing you want to do, is spend your whole Saturday or a whole day inside of a dealership. So on average, my clients are probably in a dealership maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and that's including paperwork and everything, because again, they have the education, as I'm helping them step by step. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.